Hi girlfriends family, and welcome to another episode of Girlfriends in the City. As you know, it's February, and every Sunday this month I'm uploading a video for the Cup of Overflow Series. If you've been watching the channel, you will know that this is the second season of the Cup of Overflow Series, and today I'm featuring a guest girlfriend, Mpumi Mda. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, don't forget to do it right now. Comment, like, and do all those fun things. So, Mpumi, what's up? Today we're talking about what I wish I knew in my 20s. Are you ready, babes?
I don't know if I am, but let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, so
Was it 15 years I've been knowing you? Can we put some respect on it? 15 years.
So how old were you?
I was 19, you were 18.
Okay,
because I took a gap
I was about to
year.
say we met in our teens, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So I met Mpumi in varsity. I was 18, she was 19. And how did we even click?
We were in the same linguistics class.
Okay. Yeah.
Nobody does linguistics, but we did. And you sat in front of me, you and Bob, and you always fascinated me. I don't know why, because you were such a nerd back then.
Yeah.
And you carried books around everywhere. You fascinated me. And I sat next to a girl that I went to high school with, and just out of nowhere, class ends, and I'm like, hi. Oh no, we were paired and we had to read with each other or something like that. And after class, I just was bold and I said, so where are we going after
You know, and literally it was just like that.
And
She was just like, our crew.
I just joined your crew just like that.
I also I genuinely feel like I have a fetish for friends. And Mpumi was light in complexion and cute. And I just like light in complexion cute girls.
Yeah, it's your thing.
It's my thing.
It's been 15 years.
It's been 15 years now, no?
Yeah.
We actually only just reconnected
this year.
Last year.
No, last year.
Yeah.
Telephonically.
Last year telephonically for a story I was doing about Mpumi. And then, we kind of just kept the lines open.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we're here today. Okay, awesome. So the first thing we're going to talk about what I wish I knew in my 20s, is about life in general. Né? Just some pointers about, now that we're in our 30s, when we look back and think about the life we've lived up to so far, what is it that you feel like you wish you knew about life in general?
Be intentional in how you pick your friends. Because in varsity, if that's where you start in your life, that's where you will make your lifetime friendships. Actually, right? Anything outside of that will never be as solid as the friendships you make in varsity. And be intentional about it, because corny as it is, or it may sound, you are your circle, and who you hang around will build you or break you.
And that's not something you really notice intentionally until you get much older, but literally the people you surround yourself with, the energy that they give is the energy that you also
right, because
take in.
It can't just be about fun. And I can imagine your 20s. Well, no, I can't imagine. I was there. Most of the time it's about fun. It's about having a good time and enjoying people's company. And then you spend 10 years after that recovering from those friendships.
Exactly.
And the damages they've done. So that's the one lesson, because life is about relationships and friendships. Also, sit your ass down. Don't don't be in a rush for things. Don't be in a rush for things. Foundation. That's the foundation phase of everything. So hustle hard, but have fun hard at the same time, because it will pay off.
Don't stress yourself too much about what's your next step, but also prepare yourself. You know what I mean? Do the work. If you're studying, study hard. If you get an internship somewhere, work hard at it. Don't take it lightly, because if you don't do that now, when you get to your 30s, then you have to start afresh.
Because those are your learning years.
You've wasted that time.
You have wasted your learning years. You know nothing at 20. Know that you don't know a damn thing. Those are your learning years. Absorb as much as you can.
Yeah.
Get your hands on as much as you can in order to find out what it is that you like and what it is that you don't like.
Exactly.
Then, because you don't want to be doing that in your 30s or 40s. It's much harder.
Sure. That's so true. And family vibes as well. They get a bit tougher in your 30s. So, I would say definitely like enjoy the ideals you have about your family in your 20s, because it's going to get real.
Oh, right? It's going to get so real. But
so enjoy your family time, honestly.
Yeah. And 20s for me, like, I remember back then we were so fearless. We thought we were going to take over the world.
We really did.
We had this business idea, and we were the 4 girls that were going to do everything.
And it's so weird because the things that we were thinking about back then, people started doing them.
Like only a couple of years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we were ahead of our time, but we were, I suppose, not serious at the time. But take all the risks.
Take all the risks. Definitely in your 30s, you almost, get a bit stagnant, like a bit scared. So take the risks. And I think now, especially with social media, and there's so many different platforms for you to actually become whatever it is you want to become. Don't be fearful of it. Take the risks. Definitely take the risks. What do you wish you knew about love in your 20s? Because this is a shaky one.
Calm the fuck down. That's the big one for me. It's not that serious.
It's not that serious. Oh my God. I remember my first serious relationship. Serious when I was 23, 24. I did so much for that guy. I bent over backwards for that guy, only for him to cheat on me and live his best life with the girl he went off with, And when I look back, I'm just like, yeah, I wasted so much time.
So much time because when you're in a relationship, you tend to, a lot of people tend to neglect friendships and their careers, and because you focus on this.
Absolutely.
Don't do that. Don't be that guy. Focus on your career, focus on your life, and focus on nurturing your friendships. It's not that serious.
Boys are always going to be there.
Boys will come and go.
Better boys in your 30s.
Or girls.
We hope. Girls.
It gets better.
In your 30s, it definitely gets better. I mean, I had 3 friends that got married in their early 20s, right? Out of the 3, only 1 is still married. The other 2 are just like, cuts, actually, this wasn't for us. And now the one is married again and, very happy. And then the other one is just seeing someone and they're also very happy. But they're taking their time, taking it easy, doing what,
Yeah, don't neglect.
They need to do.
Don't neglect yourself for the relationship.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't neglect your goals.
It's hard though. It's hard because you definitely do get sucked in, So, but as much as you can, just remember that there's life outside of that little cocoon you're in with this person.
But here's one that took me a minute to learn. And this transcends my 20s. Don't fall in love and then try and make a partner out of the person you fell in love with.
How so?
Find a partner that you can fall in love with.
Okay. So not just
you know what I mean?
Not just the ideal.
Not just the ideal. You like the person because he's cute, and then you fall in love with this person, but then the goals are not even aligned.
Are not aligned.
Or they don't want the same things that you do, or are not willing to work as hard as you are for certain things, right? But then if you find a person with the same ideals, same goals, same drive, then it's easy to fall in love with that person.
No, for sure.
You can fall in love with anything and anyone.
I agree with you.
No,
definitely.
So don't try and make partners out of losers. Find a partner, then fall in love with that person.
There's a lot of boxes that people have to tick, and sometimes they don't tick the boxes. And not to say you're looking for the most perfect, unrealistic thing, but there's obviously some things that really you can't bend over for, your beliefs or that kind of stuff. You've got to be sure, because a person can really change you. If you spend so much time with this
You
one
absorb
person,
each other.
absorb each other.
Right.
Exactly. So
Yeah, you
gotta
morph
be
into each
very
other and
careful.
you.
Yes, sis, you morphing.
Yeah. You really do.
But yeah, so that is that on love. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about what I wish I knew in my 20s
About
work life, ne?
hey, work life. Okay.
Work life career, yeah. Work life career.
Are we talking work life balance? Are we talking office politics? Are we talking career? What do you mean when you say work life?
We're talking. I don't know. I should think about it.
Maybe all.
Yeah. Actually, did not think about that. It was like your career.
Yeah. So your career. One thing I learned, in life, actually business and life, is to not don't lead with friendship. It's in business. It's legit true what they say. Find something that you love doing, and you'll never have to work a day in your life.
Yeah.
Do that. That's why you have to take all the risks in your 20s so that you can figure out what it is that thing that you want to do for the rest of your life.
Yeah. I feel like I definitely knew what I wanted to do from onset.
You did.
I was like, I want to write and travel.
You did.
And then I did that.
You're one of the few people you've always known you wanted to be a journalist from the minute I met you when you were 18.
Yeah.
I believe you. Yeah. You knew before you were 18, maybe at 10.
Possibly.
Yes. For some of us, we didn't know. Like I didn't know early on. I was plunged into the space of film and communications because my sister chose those for me. I wanted to study film, and
didn't you do like
I did audiovisual production,
like what was that other thing? Yeah, IT.
Information management.
Yeah, did you do like something like
I did.
Yeah.
Because my choices were, I did linguistics because I was trying to figure out what it is I liked.
Yeah.
It was just a mixed masala.
Yeah.
And I did figure out I love storytelling, but in a form of visual arts. And that's why I ended up focusing on audiovisual production. But that didn't work out. Racist things at varsity, they exist. So I changed. I was able to swiftly change into communications.
Yeah.
And that was an easier path because career-wise, once you get in early, you are in. It becomes tough if you don't get in immediately. So while in varsity, I would say get in the industry that you want to get in.
Yeah.
Like do work for free in the area that you want to get in, because once you are done, there's too many of you. There's too many of you trying to do what it is that you're trying to get internships, learnerships. You pick up the litter at that point. So from first year, I would say people should just do that in your early 20s. Just do as much as you can for free, because it helps. It doesn't make sense at the time, but it surely does help. And and if you can't, what I learned is that if you can't get into the space that you want to get in, take whatever it is that you can take, because that's always a foundation for where you need to go.
Absolutely.
That is always a foundation for where you need to be.
Because you actually find now people are just like, no, I can't do this because it's not where I want to be right now. But it's like,
if that's the foundation, best believe it's the foundation. It will lead. Because I look back at some of the jobs I had earlier in my career, and I'm like, they all connected. At the time, it didn't feel like it was, but it led to exactly where I am right now. You know? So that's, as far as your career goes in your 20s, do not focus on what I've noticed about the Gen Zs. Is that you just want to get in and already have a top position. Yes. You're not trying to grind.
Everyone just wants to post, I bought my apartment.
I bought my car. And you're like,
guys, wait.
It's
our process.
It's our process, this thing. So in your 20s, just work on if you work hard on acquiring your, on building your skills, in your whatever career that you choose, building your skill, learning as much as you can from the people that know more than you, surround yourself with people that know more than you, then your 30s will pay off.
Absolutely, Mark. She said it. There's nothing new to that. Our final topic is friendship. So, Mpumi, what do you wish you knew in your 20s about friendship?
I wish I knew reason, season, and lifetime. I wish I knew that some people are in your life for a reason, some are in for a season, and some for a lifetime, and how to differentiate between those. Because I would have saved a lot of my time trying to force seasonal and reason people and try and make them my lifetime.
But there's also sometimes people that are in your life for like a season, and they're gone, but they're actually lifetime people and they return. Do you know what I mean?
Exhibit B.
Exhibit B. No, but seriously, I think that's also an important thing to be like. Sometimes you can go west, but if that person is supposed to be in your life, and you're gonna come back around,
but don't hold on to it's. I guess it applies. The same thing applies in relationships. There's a relationship that I knew for a fact that it was seasonal. I knew when it happened that this is a seasonal relationship that is supposed to be for a reason. And once that reason is fulfilled, the season will be over and it will be done. I knew it going in, but then when the reason was done, I just was holding on for dear life. I just wouldn't let go. It was just let go. Let go of friendships and relationships that don't serve you. That's another one. That don't serve you. Don't. I wish I knew not to value myself, right? Because
that's so important. Because I think also, I mean, even though in relationships it almost seems like it's a different thing, in terms of value, but like it also happens in your friendships where you might not see yourself, but there's that thing where you seek validation from your friends, do you know? And when you don't get it, it's almost like, yo, what am I doing? Am I like not a good friend, or you know what I mean? So
you're the one that's constantly giving in the relationship.
Oh my God.
Constantly giving. You're the strong friend that nobody checks up on.
Breathe on a girl, sigh.
Also, don't be that guy that doesn't check up on strong friends. Don't be the taker.
Check up on your friends.
Make sure I wish I knew that. I wish I knew that, to check up on my friends, because because you are just assuming everything is dandy.
Absolutely.
We remember we lost a friend many years ago, and it was difficult for me to deal with that, because we were under the impression that everything was okay. She's great. Next thing, she takes her life, and she's gone, and you're like, are you a friend? Were you even a friend to not pick up the phone and text? Are you okay?
It gets so tough.
That was a big lesson for me on check up on your friends. But also, you learn that you don't have to talk to somebody every day for them to be friends.
Absolutely.
But also, because life gets busy.
Life gets
very busy. But the minute you think about somebody, text them.
Yes, actually. And that's something I think to this day I don't do as much as I should. Like, I will think about someone like, oh, I hope they're good.
And it doesn't have to be a conversation.
And I'm just like, I should actually just be like, yo,
hey, I'm thinking about you. How you doing?
I'm pretty
good, you know? Just thought about you. I hope you're good.
Exactly.
That's it. That's all it takes sometimes.
That's so true. I definitely am still very much.
I'm very.
I'm still what I wish I knew in.
I'm getting better at that. At that.
Yeah. No, that's
be intentional about your friendships, I guess.
Be very intentional about it. Well, look, I think in your 20s you're obviously going to go through different phases of friendships, but you will have already established like your solid base or whatever. But yeah, just be aware that sometimes also when you get into your 30s, that solid base may change. Things may become different, like we said, sometimes people get married, have kids, and then suddenly, the pot melts.
Yeah.
So it happens. It really happens. But yeah.
But nothing beats having those 10-year relationships when you're in your 30s.
Nothing, absolutely nothing. People that are solid, that you can rely on, that you know they're going to be there for you. I love that. It's very important. It's very important.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, that basically rounds up our little advice session for you guys. What I wish I knew in my 20s. If you guys have anything else to add, if you guys want me to feature Mpumi again, which we are definitely going to do, let us know. Comment below. Tell us what you guys are going through, what you guys wish you knew in your 20s and everything. And until then,
like, subscribe, share.
That's right. It's Toodles. Bye, guys. Bye.